So are these things we should be investigating?
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantile produncia mundus ergatur.
Easy. So this is difficulty 0. That was difficulty 1.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Discovered immunity. Journal. So Lord Mortimer. His immunity is conviction. I have a lot of conviction things. Cool. And the servant, his vulnerability is conviction, which is good. Was there anything else to explore back here? No, we can just keep moving on. I can now sprint. Oh.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Oh, okay. I do actually have to explore down here. Oh yeah, I see the little thing here.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Okay. Oh, there's loads over here.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Royal jelly restores 2 effort points. You can't carry more than 5. Okay. Down on the D-pad to use it.
The remedy of the gods. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
I was trying to look at this crowbar. Something.
Looks like a bar from an old gate.
Or a crowbar.
This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Might as well take it, I guess.
This might just come in handy.
I assume we just stick it into our inventory and we're okay. Heck yeah.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Very mysterious. This rope. Mother's made a nest out of this rope.
Some rope?
Nope.
Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Anything else to check? Oh, letters.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Oh, we can't do that. It's difficulty 3.
Let's look.
Oh boy.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Not that one, I guess.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. A letter written in an Oriental language.
I know that language.
This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
Neat.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
More letters. Oh boy. Okay. Better be worth an achievement.
Probably a Dutchman.
Whoa.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
I don't know his name.
This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Ooh, difficulty 2, etiquette level 1. So this one will actually cost 2 of our effort points down there. We can recover those with jelly if we want.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
What is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manu Godoy that you keep bringing up?
So speaking of Samuel Ritter, right? The handkerchief has SDR, which is the exact same initials as Samuel, whatever his name Ritter was. So maybe we're supposed to think this is his mother's, but it's not actually.
Think. Godoy, Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
I remember now.
Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Oh, shizzle. Oh, is there more to check in there? I think like we've seen the important bit. I don't think there's anything over here. So pretty sure now we should be able to go to the castle. Look for more clues or go to the manor. I think we've got enough clues. Oh, there's stuff over here though. I'll have a little peek. But I don't think we'll be able to do anything.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Oh! Wow, that would cost 3 things. We're just gonna break in our first few minutes on the island.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual
Oh.
labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Damn it. Oh god, I can't do either of those now. I'm a diplomat. I mean, you could just like hop down onto that rock, and then up there you'd be in. Very poorly designed. It's gotta be said. Oh, something here. Oh, more royal jelly, cool. And now we should be able to go to the manor. Oh. There. We did it. Thank God we don't have to climb those stairs. Go to the manor. Achieved. Was a servant. We know his weakness. Oh, see ya.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Because it's wizardry. It's Hogwarts. Very angry looking statue.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sarah de Richet, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help,
Ooh.
you can always give it to me.
During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay, this looks interesting. A little minigame.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Okay, so did we blunder once? Like this one sounds more persuasive than just give me your fucking letter.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
So that doesn't sound good. This doesn't sound good, so we probably have to do the art collector thing.
Mother passed her passion.
Well, I should have
for
checked
art,
his weakness.
Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
Nice.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Hell yeah, bitch. Well, we can't do either of those. No, we don't want to say if I find her. That would be a blunder.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less.
Yay.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Last step. For the last step for confrontation, you must convince the person you're talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Okay. So we have to give the right answer by giving a positive answer. Okay, so we have to do this one, jeez.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a de Richet. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
Yay! We did it.
Welcome, especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
We will look. In elements, many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so don't hesitate to look for them. So we've used all our skill points now. We have to go back to the group near the chimney, but we can also like kind of look at things. We can look at this book thing here. Let's have a look.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Ooh, it's locked anyway. We'll just take the book. Oh, okay. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Wow, okay. Neat. We can also, like, look at things before going to talk.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Who now?
Glad to make your acquaintance, Mr.
Oh my.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Fucking watch your mouth, Georgie. Let's just do etiquette, I guess.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters?
Chill out, George.
We'll see. It will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
I just love my mother.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Gotta look at all the things.
Good Lord.
Oh.
Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has
Oh,
delayed
yikes.
our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. one of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, let's stay and listen to Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Thanks, fella.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. But I'll put your lack of tag down
Her
to
tone changed.
disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Okay, gonna have to leave the videos there. That was a look at the Council. I actually played that a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. It's really cool, actually. It's very similar to Telltale. And it's got much better choices and dialogue and the skills and everything. Much better than Telltale. But I guess Telltale's just kind of ahead with the big names and voice actors. But I think otherwise, like, this is kind of more enjoyable than Telltale games. It's really, really cool. That was a look at the Council. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!